Welcome, Gemini. This is your weekly Taroscope reading for August the 29th through to September the 4th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, my goodness, thank you so much for, you guys are overwhelming, for all of your positive, loving, supportive energy that you have been sending my way each and every day. You rock. Thank you so much, truly. Now, let's see what the energy is going to be for you this week. And we start with the Wheel of Fortune. You know, closing doors and opening new doors. Judgment. So we're thinking things through. Page of Swords. Well, maybe not. And the Ten of Wands. Let's stop there for a second. So the Wheel of Fortune is your very first card. So we do have the solar eclipse happening this week. We do have Mercury going retrograde this week, rethinking things. Now this is happening mainly in home and family for you. It could be your subconscious tendencies absolutely coming to the forefront too. Things that you have buried within your history, so to speak. And understanding where it has brought you. But I think it has a lot to do with home and family, your environment, your immediate environment. And it's closing doors. Right, seeing what doors need to close so that new opportunities, new ways of being and becoming happen in your life. Now, that doesn't mean that everybody is going to end a relationship, but there could be strong talks this week about what needs to change within the home, within the family, within the relationship. This could be the dynamics of the family changing, kids going off to college, babies being born, people proposing, moving in together. And so completing one part of their path and going into new possibilities. And we are going into the 9 energy, aren't we? So with the 9 energy, yes, it is all about completions, about paths endings. Paths ending. But it's also preparing us for the new beginnings, the new doors that are going to be opening, the new pathways going forward. Now, we have Judgment here in the middle, which talks very much about staying grounded, using good judgment, not basing our actions on a sentence that we heard or a rumor that we heard, that we research, we investigate, we ask the validating questions so that we know what we are really making decisions on to go forward. We can't assume, so yes, once again, those heavy conversations might come in of what is needed and understanding the other person's point of view, understanding why maybe they're having certain actions or reactions to things within the relationship, within the association, within the partnership. This could be happening at work, in the neighborhood, in the home, absolutely. I think more of home and family, but many people, they're with their work family more than they are with their home family, so it could definitely come up with the people that you were closest to in your life. And it's crossed over by the Ten of Wands. So, you know, you are seeing where your energy is being weighed down, where it is not being utilized well, where you have been putting your energy, your time, your resources, and it really hasn't been fulfilling to you. And seeing the new, you know, this is touching base with your new ideas, your new approaches going forward. Absolutely. Now, you know, this could have something to do with your foundation, your actual foundations, your balance, your feeling of security. This could be habits that you always have been doing things a certain way, and you find that it is limiting you, that it is holding you back. It could be thought processes. I think more so it might be thought processes. Seeing things in a new light, in a new understanding. Page of Swords. Now we already have Judgment there warning us not to knee-jerk any kind of energy, not to be too spontaneous, not to be so. But yet she's a spontaneous energy. She wants to get things moving. So she wants to feel the security of home and family, her environment. And she's willing to do just about anything to kind of kickstart that energy. Even if she falls flat on her face, at least she got the conversation started. At least she got the ball rolling. At least she got some energy working here. So with home and family, or your private life, or it could be your subconscious patterns that you see. And maybe for the first time ever, you kind of do something and you see it for the first time as, I didn't realize I did that all the time, but I do that all the time. And that really, kind of changed the whole atmosphere here. And I've got to really watch myself in not doing that, because it doesn't benefit anybody, especially me. So it's almost like you see in some way where you are spontaneous, or you do a certain action without thinking, without much process. It's it's like breathing. You do it so often, it's so repetitious that's maybe it's the way you greet people every day. Maybe it's the way you wake up to your morning coffee. But it's something that you do, some kind of subconscious knee-jerk kind of energy that you just automatically fall into that routine every morning when you open your eyes, perhaps. And it affects everybody in the household. And maybe it's very positive, but maybe it's very negative, and you see it for the first time, and you're able to change it. You're able to move forward in a new way. Maybe it's as simple as deciding to start every morning with a positive affirmation. We have the King of Pentacles as our underlying energy, so this is the, building the home, the rock, the security, the health and well-being, the happiness, and this is through new ideas. So you are going to get, absolutely, pay attention to your dreams, waking and sleeping. You are going to get new, fresh ideas on how to make the home more of a home, make the family more of a family. Rid yourself of some kind of unconscious behavior, or conscious behavior for that matter. To feel more balance and structure and security within relationships, within the home, within your immediate environment. Now pay attention to those things, because you are going to have wonderful new thoughts, wonderful new ideas, new ways of seeing your world that are really going to impact you in some way. The High Priestess as our overriding energy. Spiritual magic comes into play here. This could be love coming out of nowhere, passion, desire. I would even say lust with the High Priestess. If I was doing a love reading for you, this is definitely lust coming in. It's, the raw passion, that kind of energy. Now, it may not be in relationships, but I really see this as, home and family for you this week, because of the solar eclipse being in your 4th house. And you have so much energy in there, and positive energy for new growth, new ways of going forward, new opportunities, new seeds to plant. And I think it's going to be almost magical, in a sense, like something's going to happen that just changes everything in your world for the positive, for the better, or you see the way forward. So I'd be really interested in hearing how that plays out for each of you. Now we have the 10 of Swords with the 7 of Pentacles. Now the 10 of Swords is not a bad card here, because we are in the 9 energy. In September, it is the month of the energy of 9, right? September is the 9th month. 2016, it's the 9th year. Watch the September video. So the 10 of Swords is the understanding that you have been through the challenges, that you now can use your wisdom to move forward in new ways of, I think, actions and deeds, and what you give to the relationship, what you give to the home. The 7 of Pentacles is all about what are you cultivating? So how are you applying that wisdom? Because to know and not to do is to simply not know in the first place. So how are you actually using your knowledge of what needs to be, maybe within the home, maybe within the family, maybe within a certain relationship, or maybe through those unconscious tendencies you have? What are you doing different? How are you portraying a new path forward for yourself? How are you trying to ignite that energy around you? For work, career, we have the Three of Wands, so you are definitely thinking about going forward in new, it could be very challenging paths. I almost get here. I heard challenging, so I'm going to throw it out there. And I don't think it's a bad challenge. I think that it will challenge you. I think that you will step up to the challenge, though. I think you will embrace that challenge. I think the challenge will motivate you and give you a vitality. So pay attention to the opportunities that show up on your path this week, especially when it goes to new areas of work, new careers, getting that home-based business off the ground, looking for a promotion, keeping your eye open for something that really fits into maybe a hobby of yours or a love of yours. Because we are looking, well, we're not really stepping into it here, but we are looking at the possibility of what life would be like, what kind of balance we can have going forward, how we can bring in balance, how things have to change in our life in order to reach that goal, that dream, that desire. For love and relationships, we have the Tower. Yeah, it is all about home, family, relationships. But this brings out your strength. This brings out the true you. This brings out your knowing what you need within the relationship. What you need to really feel like you are respected, loved, appreciated, desired. Remember, we had the High Priestess there, so don't rule out that desired, that tingle, that electricity in the air when it comes to love. It's looking for that passion. It's looking for that sensuality. And it's finding it. So if you are not in a relationship, well, we had the High Priestess. So right there on the Wheel of Fortune, new doors opening up to you perhaps. Celebrating your inner child, I think, a little bit with the Page of Swords. So it's by going out and doing things that you really feel like it's a part of you, you're grounded, you're comfortable in that environment. That's where you will probably find somebody new and exciting that you I almost get this week with a lot of twin flames, soulmates, your eyes meet and it's like you've known each other forever. If you are in a relationship, there's going to be strong talks about how to go forward, about how to really grow the relationship into the ideal that you have, and talking about that ideal and their ideal, and allowing them to express what they want as well, and how it goes together, how you can bring in the balance, how you can really take it to the next level of the journey. And I'm telling you again, remember, I do love you.